Oh, same thing, he's coming off that bank, swimming right at me. Bass. Can't tell if it's I believe it's a largemouth bass. Let's see. Yes, a largemouth bass. How about that? Yeah. He is not going to escape. Just couldn't stand that little minnow up there amongst all those shad, and he just ate him up. This is real easy to rig. Basically, it's a crappie rig. We've got a hook, and again, we're using a small hook because we're using small or medium-sized minnows. We've got our swivel, a little bit of split shot. It's important you have the split because if you've got the fish under a float with no split, the shad will stay up near the surface, and a lot of times it'll run up away from the fish, and they won't come up and get him. So we got a little bitty split, and we're coming up another 15, 18 inches, and we got a weighted crappie float. We're using a weighted float because there's not enough weight here to cast this any distance at all, so we're going to use the float rig. Hook a minnow on it, and then go back here and see if we can find a fish that'll take it. There's the float. Let's see. Yep, he's got it. Another bass. Looks like a largemouth, I believe. Oh, he's pulling good. Yep, largemouth bass. There we go, how about that? Now it's real common for the spots, the largemouth, even the white bass to mix in with the stripers if there's bait present. Don't get discouraged if you're fishing for stripers and you catch a bass or you catch a white bass, keep fishing. There may or may not be stripers present, but the fact that you're catching whites or largemouths doesn't mean they're not there. So we're gonna get another bait and go right back out there, see what else is swimming around in here. There he is. Oh, got him. Another bass. Okay, Lake Lanier spotted bass. We're gonna let him swim out of there. Get a little bigger. See you next time, fish. Oh, here he comes, boys. Cutting up down there. Spotted bass. Yeah. Come here, Mr. Spot. Oh, he was not going anywhere. Had him hooked just right. Okay. Now, I tell you, when you come into one of these areas and you start fishing, no matter what's around usually, if there's fish around, if there's bass, stripers, white bass, whatever, it shouldn't take you long to determine it because they're going to get on your baits. And all I'm doing here is fishing this creek bend, just moving my bait. You throw it up there, you leave it 3, 4, 5 minutes, that's plenty long enough. Usually he'll bite it within the first 2. And if there's 2 or more of you fishing, you spread your baits out, it's a pretty good way to saturate an area. So you don't need to spend a lot of time looking for them. If you come in the creek and fish a little while, you'll start getting bites right off the bat. If not, you need to go to the next creek. Don't be afraid to come back to one. Like you may come in one in the morning and not get any bites and come back later in the afternoon and the fish have moved in there. Because the game fish will come in and out. The bait tends to stay put, but the fish move in and out. So just keep moving around and sooner or later you'll be in the same place the fish are and you'll catch them. Well, today was a lot of fun. I caught some stripers the first place I stopped. Changed creeks, came up here and caught some bass. And I think you can make this work for you. Just get you some minnows or net you some shad, some floats, and if you just want to have a good time and catch a lot of fish, this is a great late winter, early spring pattern. So put it to work for you and catch some fish, and I'll see you next time on Gone Fishing.